Hi guys, it's Wendy with Ask The Landlady. I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate rentals. I do have some books out, so make sure you check them out on Amazon. This one's on timeshare. Those are the questions and answers. This one is the Bible. You definitely want this. Lessons from the Landlady. This is how to avoid all the mistakes I made when I first started over 25 years ago. And then this one, you can't go wrong. 20 bucks, guys, 20 bucks. Has all the forms you'll ever need. And you can copy them, make them out. I can even send you a PDF file so you can just put your own name on them. But forms galore, because this is what's going to help you be a better landlord. But today's episode, we're talking to you newbies out there. We're talking about how to choose the right market for your first rental property, right? You've heard it 1,000 times before. Location, location, location. But for rental investors, it's not about the best neighborhood. It's about the best numbers, okay? Don't get trapped by where you want to live or where you are right now. I'm going to instead show you exactly what to look for, okay? It's one of the biggest mistakes that investors do, new landlords make, although there's an argument to be said for buying in your own backyard, right? You know the neighborhood, you know the whatever, but it's familiar. But for those of you who are, say, in San Francisco or in New York, might not be the best case scenario for you, or there might not be very friendly landlord-tenant landlord laws in your area. So you've got some money you want to invest in real estate, that money is going to serve you better in a probably different location. So what smart investors do is they look for the markets where rents are strong relative to the purchase price and where there can be some actual cash flow, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about 3 market indicators that matter for landlords, okay? Number 1, the gross rent multiplier. And that's where you take your purchase price, divide it by the annual rent that you can get for that property, and that will come up with your GRM, which if it's under 12, it's usually landlord friendly. If it's over 15, you're buying appreciation, not income, right? You're gonna bank on the fact that that property is gonna go up over time, but month to month to month, you're not gonna be putting money in that pocket, okay? So you wanna check that out. That gross rent multiplier will tell you a lot about how you're gonna be making money, whether through appreciation or cash flow, or hopefully both. Number 2, check those vacancy rates. Check your local vacancy rate through the US Census Bureau. Check it out on artificial intelligence. Local property management companies can tell you whatever. Find that out, because anything under 5%, healthy. That is a healthy rental market. You're gonna rent all day and all night there. High vacancy means you're gonna be fighting to put people in those places, right? So if you're in an area like that, you're gonna be having to advertise. You might have to cut your price. You might have to offer concessions. It just won't be ideal, right? So maybe look for those areas where you got that under 5%. Look for number 3, look for population and job growth, right? Renters go where the jobs are. So market like Columbus, Ohio, thriving, getting bigger. People are coming into the area. And then there's your cities that are dying where people are moving. You want to stay away from those. So growing population, growing demand for housing. So you want to look at those 3 factors. So if your local market isn't penciling out after you go through these 3 things, don't be afraid to invest out of your area. I have done that. I've got places that are, I've got a couple of things out of state. I've got a couple of things 3 hours north of me. Thousands of landlords do this successfully every year. And we're not big corporations. I'm just Wendy. It's Wendy from Ohio, and I'm doing this. So you can do it too. You can go out of your geographic area, okay? The key is to finding a little reliable local team, right? Maybe a property manager there that can take care of things, a handyman. I bought a triplex out of state and found and through when I bought it, I found out their handyman who did the roof, who did this, and that's the person I call when I have vacancies, and they do the stuff for me and just invoice me, and it just works beautifully, right? And of course, with the internet, I can do all sorts of things. And I got the neighbor who's lived there forever to agree to show the apartments and unlock and take it and watch over everything and call me. So you can do it. You can do it, even if you're just Wendy. Nobody behind you to take care of things. There's always a way. So don't be afraid of that. And we're going to cover building your team. I am in a future episode. But for now, just know that geography is a choice. It's not a limitation, okay? So let me just recap what you want to do here. You want to do your market research. You want to calculate that gross rent multiplier for your market. You want to look up local vacancy rates. You want to check job and population growth there, okay? And then you don't want to see things as a limitation. We'll talk about how to do it better, about what to buy and how to develop that property management and helpful team. But for now, just look at those factors around in your markets, because that's going to help you say, well, my local market's great. Fantastic, let's go for it. Or no, I better keep looking because it's expensive to buy here. I'm not gonna be able to easily rent things. So then you wanna look further afield, right? So there you have it. That's today's talk for you newbies and how to find the right market for where your properties are gonna be when you start buying them and renting them out. And as always, check out my books. Give me a like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what market's working for you right now. I would love to hear it. And thanks. Have a great day.